engages the other. Instead of walking away, fight was broken up, and he re-engages. He walks back into the ring and slaps not the guy that he was just squaring up with, but actually slaps a guy he had earlier squared up with. And I'm asking myself, how many black men did you think you were going to whoop that night? Instead of walking away, he walks back up and slaps a black man. Now, for those who don't understand that, remember, you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger, and you don't slap a black man in the face. He slaps the black man in the face, and then I'm assuming that's when the riot starts. Because they're calling it aggravated rioting. That, I'm assuming that's when the riot starts. They're charged with inciting a riot. Well, the riot doesn't happen until after the slap. So what incited and who incited the riot? If the riot is because of the slap, who incited the riot? And why are the only people charged, again I'll say it, are the ones who look like me? You charge them with inciting a riot, but you don't charge the person who incited the riot. So that's why state representatives are here, council persons are here, and other community leaders are here, and the community is here. Because I don't know if the city of Cincinnati understands. People are not going to sit down for this. The streets are talking, community is angry, they want and believe in justice. And right now, what we're seeing is unjust. I'm going to ask State Representative Cecil Thomas, he would come as we continue.
Thank you, Reverend.
I'm sorry, Cecil. As he's standing, if any of you would love to come and stand with us, please. Community, anybody, come on. The more, when they see this on the news, they'll see us all standing together. Anybody, everybody, come on. Yeah, this is a powerful showing.
While they're coming up, can you place that shot of the 6 individuals that have been placed under arrest and charged, facing 29 years? Can we place that shot up on the screen, please?
There's the 6, facing 29 and a half years.
And they're still coming, so we don't want to start until you know everybody's is like an altar call. That's in the black church. All right. All right. All right, very good. I'm State Representative Cecil Thomas. I'm wearing 2 hats today. I'm also the newly elected president of the Greater Cincinnati chapter of the National Action Network. On August the 6th, the city of Cincinnati called a press conference to give the citizens and the media an update regarding the downtown brawl. As an official and community leader, I was asked to attend. I welcome the opportunity with hopes of gaining more insight as it related to the brawl. Unfortunately, I and other African Americans in attendance
were disappointed. We were expecting more details regarding the arrest and warrants for the white male that slapped the black male, triggering what has been referred to as aggravated rioting. However, we only heard there were 6 individuals charged and 3 had been arrested. All 3 were black, leaving 3 wanted. Towards the end of the conference, a reporter asked specifically whether the white male was one of the remaining 3. That question wasn't answered. We left with only an understanding that maybe 1 or more of the other 3 were white. The next media report indicated 2 additional arrests, but both again were black. And finally, the 6th arrest, and again, an African American. Since that press conference, we have been asking why the individual who slapped the black person that ignited what has been identified as aggravated rioting wasn't under arrest. One statement made by Chief Fiji indicated, and this was at the press conference, that the person who was slapped had hired a lawyer and wasn't talking to the police. If that was true, it would explain why the white male hasn't been charged with that specific assault. However, the black individual who was slapped is not needed for the charges of aggravated rioting or inciting to riot. The video speaks for itself. The method by which this situation has been handled raises serious questions as to whether there's bias involved in the investigation. It also brings into question the possibility of a lack of integrity and whether there's something else to hide. The black community of this city demands to be respected. And until justice is fully served, this city cannot and will not move forward. The white person that assaulted the black person and triggered the alleged riot should be charged immediately. And if there's any footage of any other white person brawling, they should also be charged. That's my statement. I was also reached out to by a very well prominent member of the clergy, my bishop, Scotty's bishop, the Bishop of Christ Emmanuel Christian Fellowship, Bishop Michael Denton. He was not able to be here, but he submitted a statement and asked if I would read it. He said, the African American community in the city of Cincinnati has been patient while also highly suspicious of the way the incident downtown 2 weeks ago has been handled. We have watched the arrest and charges made against 6 black people, while the perpetrator of the event has yet to be held accountable for his initiation of what has been called a brawl. This incident has drawn unnecessary politicized national attention because the white man who allegedly provoked the physical response from the black people who were the targets of this hate speech and physical assault retaliated. We are demanding answers to the following questions. Will this individual be charged for his role in this incident? And when will he be held accountable, just as the 6 others have been jailed for their participation? The African American community in the city will not rest until equitable treatment of all involved has been executed. We are looking to city officials who bear responsibility to act in these cases to speedily and with a commitment to justice bring a resolution to this issue.
Bishop Michael Dantley. I will now turn it over. I believe we have maybe 3 or 4 additional speakers, and then we'll move from there. Well, let the other speakers speak, and then you go with the Leslie.
Good morning. I'm Pastor Leslie Jones, and I am the lead organizer with the Amos Project and also the pastor of Truth and Destiny United Church of Christ. As people of faith, we stand grieved and outraged by this recent brawl in Cincinnati, the unrelenting wave of gun violence and the arrests that have followed. These events reflect not only moments of chaos, but the consequences of long-standing disinvestment in our communities, the normalization of violence, the failure to prioritize the prevention of peace over punishment. We hold in prayer all those that have been harmed physically and emotionally and spiritually. We mourn the lives already lost to gun violence and stand with the families and neighborhoods living in fear, frustration, and grief. Yet we also sound a clear and firm call: do not politicize our pain. Let no public official, news outlet, or institution use these incidents to stoke fear, reinforce racist stereotypes, or justify over-policing and mass incarceration of our people. Our communities are not battlegrounds for political agendas. These tragedies demand moral clarity, not political theater. Our faith compels us to respond with truth, justice, and compassion. Yes, we believe every human being is made in the image of God. Jesus stood with the marginalized, the criminalized, and the brokenhearted. We also are called to be peacemakers, but don't get it twisted. We call on the arrest of every individual involved in this incident, regardless of their race, nationality, socioeconomic level. Just because you have money does not eliminate you from being prosecuted. So we call on every elected official, law enforcement, and the broader community to fully consider your investment in trauma-informed care, in our young people, and our community. We demand the arrest of all individuals involved. As a person of faith and as a clergy in this community, we are often called on to quiet our people. We're often called on to have them simmer down. I've been in conversation over this last weekend, and our young people, they are watching this. They pointed out there was a brawl. There's not been just one. There's been 2 and 3 over this weekend, and the majority of the individuals were white, and there has not been a national or local outcry. Our young people are restless, and they're watching. Our community is restless, and they're watching. Since you don't think young people vote, old folks do. And they have told me they know how to vote. They know how to answer if you don't prosecute this gentleman. And we're not talking about, we're demanding prosecution in the next 24 hours. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Tracy Hunter. I'm the senior pastor of the Western Hills Brethren in Christ Church in Cincinnati. I'm also a member of the Coalition for a Just Hamilton County. I represent both today. While I can unequivocally state that we do not support violence in any nature, form, shape, or fashion, we are here today because of the injustices that we have identified in the handling, or rather mishandling, of this incident now classified by law enforcement as a riot. I became both a lawyer and a judge in part due to the inequities of treatment that I witnessed in the criminal justice system. I watched African American youth and adults be improperly charged, overcharged, and over-prosecuted, while Caucasian individuals were either never prosecuted, undercharged, or under-prosecuted. Unfortunately, in Cincinnati, Hamilton County, Ohio, after 30 years in the legal profession, this practice has not changed. Police and prosecutors have great latitude in how they charge cases. It is easy to manipulate charges, and that is the problem we have identified in this case. 6 Black people have been indicted, charged with 2 felony counts of aggravated riot, 3 counts of felonious assault, and 3 counts of misdemeanor assault. But the white individual that appeared to incite the fight or riot and the other white individuals involved have not been charged at all. The white individuals should be equally charged. Right. The white man clearly seen slapping the black man that was charged should have been charged with Ohio Revised Code 291701 entitled Inciting to Violence, which states that A, no person shall knowingly engage in conduct designed to urge or incite another to commit any offense of violence when either of the following apply. 1, the conduct takes place under circumstances that create a clear and present danger that any offense of violence will be committed. And 2, the conduct proximately results in the commission of any offense of violence. B, whoever violates this section is guilty of inciting to violence. If the offense of violence that the other person is being urged or incited to commit is a misdemeanor, inciting to violence is a misdemeanor of the first degree. If the offense of violence that the other person is being urged or incited to commit is a felony, inciting to violence is a felony of the third degree. The white guy clearly engaged in conduct designed to urge or incite 6 other people to commit violence under circumstances that created a clear and present danger that an offense of violence would be committed, and in fact was committed, when it resulted in the commission of violent offenses allegedly by 6 others. The white guy's actions, based on the video evidence alone, met both prongs of Ohio Revised 291701. Because those 6 individuals were charged with aggravated assault, which is a felony, the white guy incited or urged 6 other people to commit a felony, which means based on Part B of the statute, he should be charged with inciting to violence, a felony of the third degree. The white guy should also be charged with violating Ohio Revised Code 291702, entitled Aggravating Riot. The statute reads A, no person shall participate with 4 or more others in a course of disorderly conduct in violation of section 291711 of the Ohio Revised Code. 1, with purpose to commit or facilitate the commission of a felony. 2, with purpose to commit or facilitate the commission of any offense of violence. The white individual participated in the alleged riot after inciting violence. He clearly intended to commit violence when he slapped the black man and set off the chain of events, meeting both sections 1 and 2 of this statute.
Right, no slap, no scrap. No slap, no scrap. Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Finally, he should have been charged with assault under Ohio Revised Code 290313A, which states A, no person shall knowingly cause or attempt to cause physical harm to another. The white individuals involved have been treated as victims when they should also be treated as suspects, perpetrators, instigators of crime, including violence and assault. Where are their mugshots? Do they have past criminal records of assault, violence, inciting to riot, or other criminal conduct? We don't know. The CPD and city have had ample time to review the video footage and to perform an investigation. If they found enough evidence to charge 6 black suspects, they should have found enough to charge the white perpetrators and instigators as well. Thank you. And before I end, who's fighting for justice and to identify the suspects that killed Krishanda Wins? We want justice for Krishanda Wins. She was not punched. She was shot in the back. She was killed. Where are the suspects who killed Krishanda Wins?
Allow me to put a bow on everything that's been said. And before I do that, all the pastors that are here, would you please raise your hand? All of the pastors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciate you. You know, let me say this. This fight that took place June 26th has been, as Pastor Lynch pointed out, racially and politically skewed from the beginning. We allowed, and I'm saying we as the city, have allowed right-wing pressure to move us in a direction that we had no intention of going. J.D. Vance and Bernie Moreno have dictated the direction of this investigation. We cannot bow to and allow political pressure to skew criminal investigations. We as a city have blown this one. We as a city have missed the mark on this one. We cannot allow more than 24 years of diligent good work done by the collaborative agreement to take us down a road that we got off of 24 years ago. It is obscene to allow that to happen. We cannot stand idly by, and I won't, as an elected official, to allow us to go backwards. Too much good work has been done. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have come as a result of where we were in 2001 to where we are now. It would be sinful if we as a city allow that to happen. Those that never intended any goodwill for the city of Cincinnati, J.D. Vance, Bernie Moreno, and the right could care less about what has happened in this city up until July 24th. We as a city were on the right track. We need to get back on the right track and allow the judicial system to do what they are supposed to do in the right manner. Once again, we missed it as a city. I'm one of those people. If I miss it, I'm one of the first to say we missed it. As a city, we missed it. But now we got to get back on the right track. Thank you all for your support. We are not going anywhere until justice prevails. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Scotty. So first of all, let me thank Pastor Lynch for showing us those videos, because sometimes if we don't see it, we don't believe it. If you don't see discrimination, it's easy to say it doesn't exist unless you're living it. So that was good to see. Thank you, Pastor Lynch, for that. Thank you, Cecil Thomas, the Cincinnati president of the National Action Network of NAN, for pulling us all together. Thank you, all of the ministers who are here and all the people in the community who showed up. I want you all to know that we are fighting for justice. We saw the video. It's been 2 weeks. It's been over 2 weeks. We saw that video. We saw who incited that violence. Thank you, Judge Tracy Hunter, for going through Ohio Revised Code 2917. When you look at 2917.01, as Judge Hunter did a great analysis of it, a great explanation, but you're looking for the proximate cause. Who or what was the proximate cause of the violence? And we know it was that slap. We know what wasn't shown in the video, what couldn't be heard, is how those men were standing around, getting ready to fight, and saying things like, get that in, get that in. We know those words are inciting violence, and the actions are inciting violence. And so everybody involved in that violence needs to be charged. And we cannot divide by race and say only the black people are charged, but we're not going to charge the white people who incited the violence. That creates more racial tension in our city, and we don't want that. We don't want racial tension in our city. This is not where we're going. Councilmember Johnson pointed out, we've come a long way in the past 24 years. We have come a long way, and we cannot afford to step back. But that means justice has to be done. That means people have to be treated with equity, with equality. They have to be treated with justice. And we haven't seen justice in this case. And we've waited a long time. 2 weeks is a long time. It's enough time to go over the evidence, do the interviews, look at the videos. That's all been done. It's time to make these charges. It's time to do that today. So thank you, all of you, for coming. We appreciate it. And just know that we are here behind you.
Amen. Everybody, don't leave. Don't leave yet. Scotty, come here for a second, please. Don't leave.
Lock him up today.
All right. All right. So let me just thank everybody. The church is always open, always available, and you are more than welcome. If there are no inciting of violence charges on the other man, then guess what? Inciting of a riot, and there is not charged, that means there was no riot. That means everybody goes home. That means everybody goes home. If he didn't incite a riot, then there was no riot. You can't charge me for none of that because it never happened. So I whispered to Scotty because I think in a day or two he's got something powerful to present that I think needs to be presented, but he said they can't deal with it right, do it right now. Because I hate to just send us out of here with no marching orders.
Very quickly, I'm not going to go deep into it right now, but there is something in the chamber that is coming if there isn't a move to justice. So, I mean, we're in 2025 and we're having these conversations. That's the sad part, to be honest. And as Pastor Lynch and others have gotten hate mail, mine is stacking up too. But, I'm just built different. I'm going to always walk in the right direction and the godly way to get things done. You hate if you will. Don't vote for me if that's all good. But I got to walk the way the Lord has intended for me to walk. So really hang tight. Within the next 48 hours, you may be hearing something different, the marching orders, as Pastor Lynch talked about. But really, thank you all for caring about this city as the vice mayor. We're not going backwards. So thanks.
With that, we're going to open it up for questions. Everybody can take the seats, and then we'll just we want to hear what the thoughts are as a result of what you all have heard and seen, especially questions from the media as to what has been said here. Because we don't want anybody going out here with some misunderstanding. We want all the facts. We want everything reported as factual. All right. Okay, appreciate it. So very good.
Any thoughts,
Any of the
comments, questions from everybody who showed up? Because we don't have all the
speakers, you can
answers.
still stay up
You
here
got a
just in
question
case.
right here, Cecil.
Yes.
The press right here. Scotty Johnson.
Scotty, as a former police officer, what could possibly be taking so long to make a decision on prosecution? What rock still needs to be unturned? I don't know. Because honestly, we've solved homicides in 2 weeks. So I don't know, David. That's a great question. That's a question for the police department. I don't know. As a former investigator, between us two right here, you talk 30 years of investigations, specifically with the city of Cincinnati. I don't know. I really don't know. That's a good question.
The only thing I can conceivably think of is that they classified him as a victim. And they ran with it without a real thorough investigation. This investigation should have been turned over to our CIS unit, our criminal investigation section, where we have a lot more access to a lot more equipment and a lot more experienced investigators to follow this, simply because of how the city allowed this to spiral out of control. And the charges, I think that might have been too quick to classify him as a victim.
Can't you be a victim and a suspect at the same time?
I don't think so. And then, I mean, he should have been charged after they saw additional videos. He should have been charged. But why? I don't know. Well, this is for media first.
Media, yes.
Yeah, I got you. Scott Wortman, Cincinnati Enquirer. This is open to anyone who wants to answer that or has a reaction, but is there any reaction to the Cincinnati FOP calling for the city to terminate Iris Rowley's contract?
No. We're not going to be distracted on that issue. We're focused on the brawl. You can have that press conference at a different date or whatever, but we want to stay directly laser focused on why we're here. Yes, ma'am. He's gonna bring your mic back.
Get to all the media questions. Me just take some personal prerogative as pastor of the church. I solidly support Iris Rowley. And there's a petition that we want all of you to sign to show our support for the 25 years of work she's put in to hold police accountable in the city of Cincinnati and taking a model around the country. So please go online, sign that petition. I just took a piece of personal prerogative.
Yeah, hi there, Danielle Dindak with WLWT. So I just have a question. I know there's lots of videos that Chief DG said that they were going to release 2 weeks, well, over a week ago now. She did release that body cam very late on Friday. We do know that there are some city cams down there too. We haven't got those either. Have you guys been able to talk to police about this ongoing situation to try to get some answers for people? I know our station asked to try to find out if that guy who threw the slap would be charged. I think sometimes we're also running into some roadblocks currently. So I just didn't know the best way to kind of pursue
I
it.
think we all have been waiting patiently and allowing the professionals to do what they're supposed to do. So to answer your question, no, I have not engaged anything beyond what has been done at press conferences and things of that nature, because we understand that you step back and allow investigators to do what they're supposed to do. So to answer your question, no, ma'am.
And I had asked the question directly, but what I was getting was additional arrest is imminent. That's all I kept getting, and that's why I was thinking, well, the other three, and as it went forward, I saw 6 finally, and then I still asked the question, and they said, well, additional arrests are coming. Where are they? That's what we're saying. Yes, sir, right here. He's media, y'all. He don't dress like that.
I saw a video.
Start your question over.
Okay, I'm sorry. They're considering these people a victim, right? I watched a particular video where the officer, this is body cam. My question is, when the officer got there, I noticed on camera there was a guy to the left of him that had on a bloody shirt. Holly was asked, she has a concussion.
Yeah.
She was brutally beat. When they talked to Holly and asked Holly, did she want to make a police report, Holly walked away from the police, got on her cell phone, and disregarded the police question. They never asked the guy to the right of him that had on a bloody shirt, do you need help? I was wondering, they never asked him at all, do they need 911 assistance, before they even asked him, do they want to make a police report? Before a police report, I would think if you see a guy with a bloody shirt, a woman with a concussion, you would ask them, first question is, do you need medical attention? Amen. I watched this police body cam, not civilians cameras, this police body cam, this police officer start his investigation, and he went straight to, do you want to file a report? And he still had hesitant responses at that point. I am trying to figure out, when was Holly discovered to be brutally beaten?
Right. $500,000. What you just expressed, along with a whole lot of other stuff, we need transparency. We need, because there's a lot of questions and concerns. So that's an adequate concern, and this is why we're having this meeting today. We are demanding openness and transparency to cover the entire situation from the beginning to the end. Just that simple. Oh, Chief has to answer the question. Absolutely. Any other media questions before we go to any other media? Yeah. Any question? Over here, someone was over there. Yes, ma'am. Oh, wait, we got to get to Mike. He's running, he's coming. So while he's getting to that, folks, this is about action. We've met, Scotty made it clear, we're tired of asking the questions and having another meeting. We got to get answers.
I would like to know, what can we, the people here, what can we do?
I'll tell you exactly what you can do, exactly what you're doing right now. Standing behind a core group of folks like myself, Vice Mayor Kearney, Scotty Johnson, standing behind them when they really begin to push the establishment, really begin to push that envelope. That's the most important thing, is to strengthen.
Very quickly, sis, reach out to City Hall, all 7 other council members, the mayor's office, the prosecutor's office, the police chief. Keep reaching out. You possess the power. I got power because you allowed me to have it. So thank you. Keep pushing.
And one last thing, I'm going to comment on this. I was on city council. Whenever somebody came down about a complaint, it might be 1 or 2 people with them, council would listen and say, okay, thank you for your testimony, whatever. But if you all show up and they look out there and see all of these votes, I guarantee you're going to get a response. It's just that simple. So, yes, sir. Scott, Mike. Where's my man with the mic?
All right, so what he just said, if from the community you've got something to say or a question to ask, just do like, we just line up. That way he doesn't have to run all over town. So if you got something, and so Sean, come up. Since you got the mic, come on up.
My question is very, it's a simple, straightforward question, but I believe it's probably difficult. But my question is, how much national and state influence is dictating how this investigation is shaping up?
Words have, power, especially when it comes from folks like myself, like elected officials. It carries in a significant amount of weight. A lot of what's that guy, Vivek Rams, the Swamasamy and Marino and J.D. Vance, a lot of what they have said fuel the flames, cause more anger. I got messages at my office, individuals calling in, using the N-word, all of that. It's fueling, it's fanning the flames, rather than allow us, which is a great city that we worked extremely hard. When I heard aggravated riot, they ain't seen a riot. Go back to 2001. That's a riot. So
How much is it? Are they in the ear? Absolutely. In the ear of the chiefs, in the ear of those that are conducting the investigation.
Well, see, that's what we don't know, but we have to conclude that somebody's driving the narrative for what's happening now. Okay, who's next?
I would just like to make a comment. Oh, I don't know how, I'll just try to speak louder. Okay, I just had a comment. I've seen news coverage with Bernie Marino, and he's talking about this policing, increasing policing. So the only comment I said, how do you police racism? And deep-rooted feelings that hate.
You can legislate people, but you can't legislate the heart.
Right.
You see? So if someone's got it in them that the racist attitudes, like all the hate mail that's been going around and the scattering the flyers all over our community, we don't buy into that. You're not going to change their minds. We just have to stand up against racism whenever it shows its ugly head, as it's showing it now. We got to stand up, and this is why we had to take over the narrative, the black community, because they were painting this as all these black folks did this. No, and this is why this is so important. We manage the narrative. Thank you.
Have the authorities
Identify who you are. You're great, one of the greats.
Have the authorities basically investigated the fact that within 10 minutes of this, before all this occurred, that the individual, the white individual, was having a confrontation over a drug deal? Have they thoroughly investigated that?
Wow. Well, see, now, again, here's something that I'm assuming that someone passed this on to you.
The person who sold the drugs to him.
Okay, so right now, as it stands, all right. Now listen up. As it stands, that's hearsay, but it's worth investigating. And so that's something that we will add to. The investigator needs to talk to this individual. We'll figure it out. But again, thank you for that information. We would need to know that. Thank you. I gotta write that down. Yes, sir.
Bishop Sonny James, first and foremost, for all the haters that might be watching, we come in peace. We come sharing the love of God. But there comes a time when Jesus himself found himself facing a necessity to overturn some tables. My question to us good people, God-fearing people, are you tired of sitting down when it's time to stand up? And I'm asking you to stand now. Stand to your feet literally to show that the time is now. The time is, the time is, the time is, the time is. Black people all over America, the time is now to come in love, to share the love of God, but to expect those that think they run something to understand they don't run much but their mouth. This is not for the powers to be, this is for the people. The time is, that's my question and my statement.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, sir, identify yourself.
My name is Mike Gill. My question is, do we know if the people who started the whole thing are even still in the country? And if they are still in the country, can they leave when they get ready, or what's being done there?
See, again, that's another question that we need to get to the bottom of. One of them, we believe, was from Russia. We kept hearing that. And we also kept hearing that the individual that was from Russia, which I believe is the individual that did the slap, also had been charged criminally 2 other times in this, and convicted. Our good friend Keith Fangman supposedly was one of them, our great FOP president in the past. Charged him with something. So my point is that we need these answers. And I said this to somebody else. Had that individual been Hispanic, he'd be sitting in the ICE lockup right now.
Let me also answer your question, Mike. The fact that we don't know, now the fact that we don't know is one thing, but the fact that our elected officials don't even know, the fact that that information has been kept from them, and I personally don't know who holds that information. I don't know who, I got an idea who we should be dealing with, but the fact that even our state rep, vice mayor, in charge of the Law and Public Safety Committee, they changed the name, what's it called now? In charge of safety and governance, they don't even know. So we got a serious problem, and we got to figure out how to get the answers. Thank you.
Thank you for that question. Yes, sir, identify yourself, please.
Elder Isaiah Newberry. And Cecil Thomas, and I totally agree on what you said 100%. Like been said, sure, the police department needs to quit being lazy. And the police chief who's in charge, she needs to quit being lazy too. Because like been said, all the township police departments here in Cincinnati, they're doing their job. But in the city limits, how should I say this? They're just not barely doing nothing. You just keep letting folks just get away with everything. Mm-hmm. And folks are tired of all the mumbo jumbo and foolishness. And the man who slapped the black person, of course, he should be charged. No excuse, period. And like been said, what you said about Bernie Moreno is so true. He needs to quit being lazy. And if you can't work with the people, well, then get out and stay out.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's an example. His comments are an example of what people are feeling in the community. And see, we got away from that. We pushed real hard to get away from that. But people, we're eroding our relationship between citizens and police. We're even eroding our relationship between the citizens and our administration, our government. Thank you. And we got to turn that around. Yes, sir.
Jimmy Wilkerson, member of the New Prospect Baptist Church. My question is, we hear that the white guy, Russian guy, has been lawyered up. Now we got 6 members that's been arrested. have they been lawyered up? It's a problem because, they each are facing out here 29 years. So we're trying to find out whether or not, do they have lawyers or do they need financial help to get good lawyers?
We haven't had any discussion. Thank you. Come on up. I was getting ready to say one of us has talked to one of them.
They definitely need help. Some of them have like attorney, but we're talking like good attorneys. They need help. And so actually today I'm reaching out, back out to some families to bring them together so that we can figure out, because if we're the church, then that's one of the things we should be concerned about. Because not only do they need help with attorneys, but some of them had jobs, they'll lose their jobs, they housing, as well as some of them have children, and the children are in need as well. So stay tuned, we will have something so we can make sure that we are also helping and taking care of them.
And folks, keep in mind, when folks are charged with something, that's an allegation. That does not mean it's all true or whatever. And so we treat them, according to the law, innocent until proven guilty. And that's where we have to stay focused. These folks need help, obviously. So we'll move that. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Kathy Goodwin-Williams, and my problem here today, or for the last couple of weeks, has been the media and their lack of desire to share the whole story. I know I'm going to go out on a limb and make the assumption that at some point, one of you, somebody, has had access to the beginning of the video, the Slack. But all we see, I've looked at every local news station to see if at some point that piece of information will be shared. To this day, it has not. So I'm curious to see what's going to come from this meeting today and what will be shown on the news. What bits will be shown on the news moving forward? I'm saying it again. There is a beginning to the situation to where the initiator of this brawl started with a Caucasian man kicking someone's car and slapping him. We've not seen any of that at any news media outlet. So why are you here today? What is it that you're going to show tonight on the news? The only thing, I'm just going to say it, we have got to get out and get to these young people to get them to vote. David, I know you're doing it. Where is he? Did I see him? No. Well, NAACP, but it takes more than just that organization. We got to turn this around in 2026. We know that these people have been emboldened, and it's only going to get worse. So we have to turn this around and get out and get these young people to vote and get in their pockets here. That's all they understand. We've been disrespected. If we've never seen disrespect before these last 2 weeks, they have told us it doesn't matter. We don't care. We're seeing it in Congress. They don't care about what we think. So the only thing that they understand is we got to get in their pockets by stop spending our money. And whatever that looks like, that's what needs to happen.
Thank you.
And I stand with Ms. Parks, Iris. I don't live in the city limits, but I work with a lot of children and families. I stand with you all. The work has to start.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. Absolutely. No, hey, whoa. Keep it. No. Oh, is he going to answer? Fine. All right, wait, give him a mic. I didn't know he was raising a hand. Oh, I got the mic. Well, let me.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for letting me answer. My name's Brandon Oob. I'm a photographer with Channel 5 WLWT. I can't speak for every station, only ours. The way this works is that we'll be on different stories every day. So maybe I'll be doing something in Blue Ash Monday and something. But I have been on this story 3 times now. I did last Wednesday, and I promise you, I put that slap on. I promise you, if you go and look at our video, our package from Wednesday, it is on there. I put it on there at least 2, at least maybe 3 times. I started the sequence each time with the beginning of it, regardless of the stance of anybody. That is what happened, and that's what I put on air.
Hi, I just want to mention one more thing to help clarify what Brandon said. So I think from the beginning there was a lot of questions. Oh, I'm Danielle Dindak again from WLWT. So yeah, I'm Channel 5 as well. So the issue is, I think from the beginning, all sides said, why are we not showing this video? We know it's out there on social media, but for us, we have to get permission from the person who took it. So for example, if he took that video, we can't just air that on our station. We have to reach out to him. And a lot of times there's actually multiple different videos of that video out there. So we have to ensure that we get to that right person then to put it out. So I know that for us, for example, that's why it took so long, because it actually wasn't until after on Friday that we actually had a gym owner who was out there taking video, and I think we all explained that when we aired that entire video, who said, hey, you can now use this, you just have to make sure you use my name, and then we were able to start using that. And I know as Miss Kearney and Scotty Johnson, they were there when our station also asked, will that man who threw the slap be charged? We asked that from the beginning, so I understand everyone's concerns, especially when it comes to videos, pictures. Why is that not out there? I know we have to get the courtesies and different things like that. So,
very good. Give them a hand, folks. And in all fairness as well, at the mayor's press conference, that question was specifically answered after Reverend Lynch had spoke. She followed up with the question asking the person that Reverend Lynch referenced, will he be charged and arrested? But the chief went in a different direction. She said something totally different. So, and I wanted to find out who that reporter was because, man, I knew that they were asking the right question. But I don't know, was it you? Okay, Rachel. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, family. My name is Katrina Davis. I'm a proud member of New Prospect Baptist Church. I'm here on behalf of my people. You are my people. You seen the video, I seen the video, the chief seen the video. She's missing like Waldo. Like, where's the chief? Like, really, where are you? You should be right here with your fabrication. We ain't going. This is now. This not 2001. This is 2025, sister. And we gonna stand fast and we gonna stand firm. Baby, it's a shift about to happen. And thank you. Show your face and take off your mask. We are not here for the mask up. We are here for you to take it off. Period.
Thank you. Again, for the media, these are the kinds of thoughts that are out there. Folks are angry. Folks are upset. Yes, sir. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yes.
My name is Stefan Pryor, a proud member of New Prospect Baptist Church also. 2 things. I saw the video, and we see who agitated the fight first. If they do not get charged, they should drop the charges for the other people that's locked up now. So we need to stand behind those guys that's locked up right now, and the young ladies too. And the mayor, he should have been here at this press conference too, because he's running the city. He should have been here also. And right. And on the state level too, Cecil Thomas, I'm gonna shift the question too. My cousin Shatika Mitchell got shot, drive-by, got shot also on Walnut Street. And the young lady Christy just got shot on Green Street in Vine. And they need more tougher laws at the State House, brother. You and your colleagues that you work with. Y'all need to do more tougher laws up at the State House level all the way down here, because unsolved black murder is not getting solved. Unsolved, brother. Got too many. You can find a brawl but you can't find these senseless killers that's out here shooting at black women at the same time, brother. So you got to do your job too, Cecil Thomas, and your colleagues, Cedric Denson and the rest of them. Donnie Iverson and all them. You need tougher laws. It starts from the State House. They always say that. So we need to do your part too, brother.
Thank you, thank you. You're absolutely right. Hold me accountable. But one thing I used to tell everybody when I was on city council, if you can't count to 5, you just blowing smoke. There's 99 members in the House, 32 or 34 now are Democrats. There's 33 members in the Senate, only 9 are Democrats. So I can scream and get all my folks to sign up with me. The other side's gonna say, get out of here. We ain't gotta talk to you, you ain't got enough votes. That's what we're dealing with. Hey, send me some help. Next, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to get you all's perspective as to whether the response to what happened down
Identify who you are for the media.
My name is Mwalimu Keita. And my question is whether the response to the situation downtown has anything to do with the gentrification of downtown with the changing population. That's my question.
We don't know. Again, I mean, there's data that could speak to that the downtown area is gentrified. There's no doubt about that. But we don't know if there's a relationship. I know that there are some concerns down there. The folks that are living down there are concerned about issues happening in the downtown area. That's why they got the curfew and at the banks and all of that stuff. But we also have murders in other parts of our city, and we want that same concern. We want our city to focus on that and not this silliness about this brawl. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Sherry, and first I want to thank y'all for this because I've been sadly watching this, very sadly watching it, and I've never seen the white on white brawl. Never seen it till today, and I thought I was really up on it. And another thing I want to say is, if they're charging them with a riot, then can't we insist that they charge them with a riot as well? They were fighting, they were down on the ground, they were kicking, they turned over things. So if the riot is being charged with the black people, then the riot should be charged with the other film, and we should spread that video around and see if it goes viral.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Elisa Davis. I have 2 statements and a quick question. One, it seems as if our people, this young man got smacked. It seems as if they want him to turn the other cheek, literally and figuratively, and let him just slap the other side. That's crazy. 2, the second statement. The whole atmosphere of our government now, from the top down, was changed kind of with this person who, the way I put it, bullied, stole, robbed, intimidated to get in the White House, because I never believed that either time that person won fairly. The way he speaks and the way he reacts and the way he acts, it's changed the whole narrative of how our people in government act. And I mean, I'm only 60, and I remember how it used to be. Okay. So now when our strong African-American representatives and leaders say something or react a certain way, like the way Jasmine Crockett comes at people, I appreciate that, how she is, but I believe she would still have what she has, and it wouldn't be the bleach thing, And so the same thing with Victoria Parks. She didn't say anything wrong, okay? So here's the question. I saw someone post something on YouTube. I'm not following the law by that, but the person, it was a white young gentleman.
Ask the question. Ask the question.
He said that when that black guy was slapped, the other people, some kind of law, I don't know if it's stand your ground or whatever, the other people had the right to fend for him. And it was some kind of law that says they're allowed to do that.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Does that
You talking about the stand your ground?
does that make sense in that situation or no?
Let's talk off camera.
Yes, sir.
Well, because I don't know the answer. And ain't no sense, maybe you think have somebody who, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so the law says that, David Winter with Channel 12, and by the way, we've shown that slap on several occasions. I personally have, and called it out and said, look, here is the white guy slapping the black guy. We've said it. So just to let you know. But it's not part of stand your ground. It's part of a self-defense defense. So if you are going to if you are going to use self-defense, part of self-defense is defending someone else. So the answer is yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I didn't know that. I didn't understand the question.
Ebony J of Ebony J Media. I know earlier we spoke about the people that were arrested, the 6 people. Ms. Leslie said that they do need help with getting lawyers and getting support. Do we know if the NAACP or the Urban League, are they planning to support or step up during this time to support all the things that's taking place? Do we know anything?
Well, I can't speak for the NAACP. The only thing I can say is NAN can be of assistance in some form or another, but we have to have that discussion with our board and all of that stuff. If there's someone here representing the NAACP, well, okay. So anyway, yes, ma'am.
Hi there, Danielle Dindek from Channel 5 again. Just to get clarification, was the mayor, the prosecutor, the police chief, and other city leaders and other council people invited to come today to this?
Well, I didn't send an invitation to them. I just sent it to the media. Hold on, Scotty.
No, I'm saying if all of these people knew about it, they knew about it. And I'm going to leave it right there. Everybody you mentioned knew about this meeting.
I believe the mayor did know because he called me right around 9:45, but I just let it go to voicemail. But I knew what he wanted. Yes, sir.
All right, how's everybody doing? My name is Jay Rod. I guess I got a statement and a question. First, is there anything that can be done to offset the way these guys have been overcharged, or because bail's supposed to be put in place just to ensure that you come to court, right?
That's right.
Not to lock you up.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out, is there any steps that can be taken? Is there a department that can be addressed?
Once they have been indicted, which is what has happened in this case, the bond is set by the judge.
Right.
And if they can't afford a $300,000 bond, which most of them probably could not, they have no choice but to sit in there. All we can do is put pressure in the right places to make that happen. Oh, let the lawyer talk about it.
Whoever is representing them can always go back to the judge and request a reduction in bond. They can request that they be released on a electronic monitoring, because in addition to setting the bail to ensure they return to court, also you at that time are supposed to identify whether or not they represent a threat to themselves or represent a threat to others. And so that's all taken into consideration, but you can always go and request a bond reduction. And so if they have lawyers, that's what they should be doing.
Okay.
And I know your name, but would you say your name for the record? That's Tracy Hunter.
So
Judge Tracy Hunter.
I got another statement as well. So we got 85 days left to the mayoral election.
Right.
And hopefully everybody understands that the agenda and the narrative has been put in place so that they can try to have a valid candidate.
Right.
I mean, so I don't want people to fall. I don't even want them to fall for the smoking gun, because what we got going on is in 85 days. So October the 6th is the last day. If you're not registered to vote, we need to get you registered to vote. We need to get out here and activate the neighborhoods, all 52 neighborhoods, and get them registered to vote. Because the people that we have in office have to answer to us. Right. And so right now the narrative has been put out there that people are saying, well, we want to remove the mayor, we want to do this, we want to do that. Who are those people saying that? Right. What I don't want us to do is start questioning and saying the exact same things, because what you don't understand is why they're saying it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like J.D. Vance has a brother that's running for mayor. Thank you. It was his brother. It's his brother. It's his brother, half brother. So I just want to make sure that we keep and we stay focused on what's going on. But in order to give anybody our vote, we got to make sure that they're representing all the people.
That's right.
If they're not representing us, if we do not have somebody representing us, then we have to put somebody in place. So for what we have to understand is the most important thing we can do right now is get registered to vote and make sure we show up. And I'm, like I said, we were just talking the other day, I'm 50 years old, and I'm one of the youngest people in this room. That's a problem there. So what we need to do is be activating our young people, and for some reason, I feel like this is a valid situation because social media is running rampant and it's on fire about it, but we have to understand and make them understand how we can organize them and get them to vote. That's what we have to do. Lastly, I'm going to say this. There's a petition that went out on Saturday for Iris Rowley. I'm disappointed that petition doesn't have at least 5,000 signatures. Because I know she's represented more than hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people with the work that she's done over the last 25 years. So if you haven't voted, if you're not registered to vote, you got two things. I need you to do two things. I need you to get registered to vote. I need you to make sure you show up to vote. And I need you to sign that petition for Iris Rowley. And then once we leave here, like they said, we're going to get some more marching orders. But what we lack right now in the community is black leaders. They killed us nationally, locally, statewide. So I appreciate when I see Scotty and Jan Michelle and Cecil and Reverend Lynch. But it can't just be them all the time. I said, because like I said, I'm 50 and I'm younger than them. So I'm going to challenge the people, whoever see this, you're going to have to stand up. It's going to have to be It's going to have to be somebody. It's going to have to be somebody. And guess what? It can be you. Because if you can organize 10 of your people, guess what? You're the leader of that group. We got work to do and there's things that need to be done. And y'all sitting back and y'all don't understand the importance of it right now. And you think the elections and everything doesn't affect you. They do affect you. Like I said, guess what? I don't want to come. Listen, I'm in the church. And like I said, I always said, end of the day, I'm going to wind up. This is probably where I'm going to wind up. But for right now, I just want y'all to get registered to vote. If there's somebody that you know that's not registered to vote, register them to vote. Sign that petition. Like I said, and don't be afraid to be a leader.
All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. You know, I never feel old until one of them young boys call me old school. I said, oh.
My name is Ronald Miller. I'm from Ebony J Media. It's just more of a comment or a statement that I was reading from our page. Scotty and Miss Jan Michelle, we greatly appreciate what you do for the city. What they want to know on here is how can they support y'all? They feel like that you all are not getting help from your supporting colleagues. They understand no matter who's in your position, if she gets in your position, she still may have the same issues that Miss Jan is having in that position. So how can we support you? How can we support you in your position? This is what our community is asking.
Thank you, Ronald. Really appreciate you. We just appreciate everybody being here. I think it's what Jay Rod said about registering to vote. You know, I think a lot of times our community feels like we don't count. You know, our voices don't count, but they do. They make a difference. That's why we have Trump in the presidency, because not enough of us came out to vote. So it makes a difference. It really matters. So you know, what Jay Rod said really is the message. We got to get out there and vote. Register to vote, please. But we are here, Scotty and I, Scotty said it, we're here to serve you. You put us here. You know, we are here working for you, so you let us know what it is you want, because we are here for you, always.
And then very quickly, really, when you show support for us, that empowers other younger leaders that are coming up to say, you can be authentic and be truthful. Very quickly, the one thing my dad told me when I said I'm going to run for council, he said, son, just do me two things. Be authentic and always tell the truth. That way you ain't got to never remember what you said.
Try it.
No matter how unpopular it may be, always be authentic. So what you can do, continue to pray with us and punch that hole in 85 days so we can get back and continue serving for you. Thank you.
Amen. And talk to us, good or bad. It doesn't always have to be good. It is not. You all know that. You all been to public comment. we want to hear the good, bad, and the ugly, because that's the only way we can work for you and all of us working together to really move us forward, to move the whole city forward. Thank you.
Amen. Again, they're facing 29 and a half years.
Imagine that.
You saw the video. Even if they were the insiders of it, you saw the video,
Right.
which they weren't. They're facing 29 and a half years.
Unbelievable.
And the person who incited the quote-unquote riot, incited the aggravated violence, right now isn't even arrested.
Has been charged.
29 and a half years. Because you had a fight downtown, and the man who started the fight lost. I mean, when you saw it, I thought when I first saw it, I said, he must be Jean-Claude Van Damme. I mean, I'm figuring he's going to come out with some MMA stuff. I mean, I'm like, this white boy is like, you know, he's squaring up with everybody. He's got some. And then he just went up and for those that say, well, Reverend, it was just a tap. Remember, one of the earliest lessons we all learn, especially if you had a sibling, one of the earliest lessons you learned if you didn't have a sibling, you went to kindergarten, was keep your hands to yourself.
Amen.
We learned that as a kid.
That's right.
And here you are, a grown man, and I'm sure alcohol played a part in it.
Yeah.
And then keep your hands to yourself. So that's why we got to stay vigilant.
That's right.
That's clearly why this has been racialized, and all those other brawls I showed you aren't. We did. This is to Scotty, J. Michelle, and Cecil, and all these electeds. We did what you asked us to do. We did what you asked us to do. You came into our churches, got acknowledged. I'm running for this. I'm running for this. We did what you asked us to do. We put in a whole Democratic slate with a Democratic mayor, with a Democratic prosecutor. We did everything you asked us to do.
That's right.
We did all the voting. Hamilton County, all Democrats. City Council, all Democrats. We did what you asked us to do. Now we demand from you and those who work under you justice.
Right.
We did what you asked us to do.
What more can you say?
We put all Democrats who hired the people that are in place. So we ask now for justice. Every charge that those 6 have that has the word incite or riot in it ought to be dropped. That's right. Every charge they have that has the word incite or riot. Because the one who incited it is not charged.
So basically, we got 6 people sitting down there with a $30,000 bond for a victim that walked away that said she didn't want help. You know good.
So one of the 6's mother is here. We're going to meet with her right after this to see what support needed and can be given. So again, I just say thank you. This was an awesome crowd. What was this? What time did we come here today? 10:30 in the morning, and we were here. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I hear you. Oh, go ahead.
I'm not just talking to you.
I know, you're right.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's all right.
Great afternoon. Is it 12 o'clock yet? Grand Rising. My name is DJ Gwen Summers, and I am the baddest DJ in all the land. And I don't say that to be boastful, but it's facts. My question is to Connie Pillage, why hasn't the Caucasian man that slapped the African American man been charged? That's the one question. The other question is, why is it that we as a people, as human beings, can't be under one accord? I'm a proud past member of New Prospect Baptist Church. I am currently a proud member of Mount Moriah Missionary Baptist Church, Lincoln Heights, 1169 Simmons Avenue, and then I invite you all to our 100th year anniversary on Sunday, October 26th. I know you didn't come for this, but we're getting things together so that we can get on up out our seat and get on our feet. Thank you so very much, and God bless you. Oh, one final thing. On the first Saturday in October at Mount Moriah Missionary Baptist Church, we will have for our youth a STEM program. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. That will be the first Saturday in October. So if you know any children from 5 and above, send them to Mount Moriah Missionary Baptist Church. And it starts with the kids. That's the problem, is the kids are not being taught from the ground up. That's why you don't see kids in church. You don't see people in church, and especially men. And I understand I'm running out of time, but everyone else had their time to speak, and I want to take my time to speak. And if you want the microphone, just grab it out of my hands, because I love the microphone. Okay, I'm gonna end with this. May you all keep your eyes on the prize, and the prize is Jesus Christ. Oh man, I could go on, but just know this, that God is the answer, and love always wins. I come in peace, I leave in peace. I don't mean anyone any harm or disrespect. Vice Mayor, Vice Mayor, Vice Mayor, thank you so very much for your support throughout the years. I love you, with you. Peace and blessings. One love.
Oh, thank you all. Oh, one last thing. Jay Rob was right up front. I can't tell you to vote for, but we know there's politics. You vote for whoever you choose to be the mayor as well